All Australian newspapers look the same today. The front page blackened with red marks censoring headlines. Australian media has had enough of media censorship, and they are protesting against the government's misuse of its power to try and silence them.
This is what the front page of most Australian newspapers looked like on Monday morning. From every major media company, The Australian, the Sydney Morning Herald to the Daily Telegraph, they were all heavily edited to remind Australians that they have a right to know. Rival publishers joined hands to bring the issue of declining press freedom to the fore and how government was covering up stories to keep the truth from reaching public. Let's tell you why Australian media is at loggerheads with the government. Earlier in the year, federal police had raided the office of Australia's national broadcaster ABC office in Sydney for reporting the Afghan files, which gave insight into the secret operations of Australia's elite special forces in Afghanistan. Besides the raids, media is protesting against 60 pieces of legislation introduced over the past 2 decades that effectively criminalize journalism and penalize whistleblowing in Australia. But the Australian Prime Minister reiterated that press freedom will remain intact under his government.
When those were in government. So, Mr. Speaker, the government believes absolutely in press freedoms in this country, and we have taken steps. We have taken the steps to add additional defences into our laws to ensure that journalists, Mr. Speaker, can get about their task.
Currently, Australian law does not provide clear and unambiguous protection for freedom of the press, or more generally, for freedom of speech. Australia remains the only democratic nation without constitutional or statutory protection of human rights at the national level. And thereby hangs the question: is Australia at risk of becoming the world's most secretive democracy? Bureau Report, Wion, World is One.